Hey everybody, it's Master Galengeist here, bringing you my review for Doctor Strange issue 15. And this really set up a pretty good conflict of escalating what's going on with Galactus and his effect of being brought into the mystical realm. I did not expect kind of the turns that we were taking as we went through this issue, but they made sense, and I can't wait to see how this conflict kind of shakes out at the end. So we start off, and we see that Mephisto, of course, is gloating because the easiest targets are the ones that think that they're manipulating Mephisto when Mephisto's actually manipulating them. Case in point, Dormammu, as he in turn is gloating over Strange and pretty much saying that like he will use the destruction and everything to open doors and pretty much conquer Earth. And Strange is like, oh, okay, you're never easier to take on than when you're like reach exceeds your grasp kind of thing. And Dormammu was like, shut up! I'll show you what I got. And he tries to use his control over Galactus and fails miserably. He's like, Mephisto said that I would be able to do this, and Galactus consumes him. And it's like, yeah, what did you expect? He is a cosmic balancing force in our realm, in the mystic realm, taking that kind of power thing and thinking that you got control over it? Oh, dude, that classic Dormammu there. So, we then see that his lackey, Yakolon, is like, my master, he's dead! Yeah, to his own hubris. And Strange, of course, is out of his little bubble because Dormammu is Galactus food. And he's like, Strange, help my master! So, Strange, we see throughout his bubbles, is pretty much talking about his plan and what he has to do. He has to do the actions to save the world. To save all the worlds in the mystic realm and the regular realms and the whole universe. So he's going to do that with whatever means necessary to achieve that end. Very interesting. So he lies, Yakolon powers them up, and he goes off and he heads to Mephisto and pretty much bargains for Umar and Clea to be released. And he's like, listen, magic and science are fusing. It's only a matter of time before it comes to your realm. He's like, it really won't happen, but let's see kind of what you got. Strange then goes, okay, here's what I'll give you. As long as it doesn't result in any loss of life, you can ask one thing of me. One need, one thing. After we win, okay. Professor, okay. And releases Umar and Clea. And then they get sent to a crossroads, and Clea is just like, Strange, what are you doing? You made a bargain with the devil. He's like, listen, it's the only play I kind of had, and we kind of have a bigger issue here. We have someone that's kind of fusing all of our things together and just mucking with everything. It's kind of the only play I had. And I like I like Clea being concerned with Strange for this, but of course, magic always has a price. And in order for this equilibrium to be brought back into balance, Strange is going to have to make these choices and consequences and pay those prizes eventually to make sure that everything is better. And it shows just how he's become different from where he was usually in the beginning, where he wanted to do something to save himself. Now he's doing things that will actively hurt him to save others. Let's see here. So we see that Galactus is now kind of past his destroying phase and is starting to build stuff, and everybody's kind of like moving around trying to get their own, gather up all their forces to take on Galactus. We see that Clea is getting kind of the rest of the forces that she can get in together. We see Strange is trying to bargain with Eternity and the Living Tribunal, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty big. Definitely need to go to those big guns, those other cosmic entities to see what's going on. Eternity is like, hey, life will still be in some kind of form, so I'm good. And the Living Tribunal's like, there is no imbalance at this moment, so I got nothing either. It's like, that's not good. And we see that everything else is kind of going completely and utterly haywire. We see that Tony and Reed and the rest of the universe is dealing with magic and tech fusing. We see an astronaut in space, and a satellite turns into like a frickin' giant squid monster thing, and it's like, yep, that's fucked up. All fucked up. and dealing with all these things happening as we see the rest of the cosmic realm, well, cosmic races are dealing with things like this, and like, that's not good. Going into like the Shi'ar Empire and all that. So we see that strangers gathered like the greatest mystics, and they're like, listen, we don't have a lot of people, we don't have a lot of power, but we got to kind of stop what's going on. But of course, we see that they're joined by other leaders led by Zolaz, the guy that started this whole thing, because his planet had a trial for him, and they're like, you fucked up, Fred. You done fucked up. I mean, granted, Galactus was gonna eat us, but now the universe is screwed. Because we see as they're talking towards the end of this issue that Galactus is in equilibrium, but the rest of the universe isn't. Kind of interesting how that usually kind of works out. But we see that all these rest of these heroes and various other beings have decided to join this battle, and we see that he goes up, and Strange is leading everybody saying that we have to have faith because we got a god topple. And that's where it ends. So I'm like, okay, it's going to be cool, kind of cool to see how they're able to get Galactus purged of his mystical energies that he's acquired and back into our realm. Because this is a big-ass issue. This is like a problem. And I can't wait to see kind of how we get through this and get this all hammered out. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.